All right, so here we have an odd power of sine, sine to the fifth. The only thing really, different is just you have this 4x in there, which makes it, it's not that much more complicated though. So hopefully you've had a chance to give this one a try. So I'm just going to do what I did before. I'm going to break off one of the signs, and I'm going to change this into sine to the fourth of 4x times sine of 4x. Sine of 4x dx. Okay? And now, if I'm going to do substitution, I want, and I'm going to combine the sine of 4x with dx, then I want to change this to cosine, the sine to the fourth. So the sine to the fourth is sine squared squared. So let's substitute the sine squared with, I'm going to use the Pythagorean identity, right? I'm going to say this is 1 minus cosine squared of 4x, right? And then that whole thing is squared, and then times sine of 4x dx. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and do the substitution because it'll be a lot easier to write everything in terms of the variable w. So I'm going to say w is equal to cosine of 4x. Okay, and that means that dw is equal to minus 4 sine of 4x. Okay. Now, I'm going to divide both sides by -4, so I get -1/4 dw equals sine of 4x. Oops, I forgot my dx here. dx. Okay, so I'm going to do that substitution. Sine 4x dx is -1/4 dw. Okay, so let's do that. Now, I'm going to bring this 1/4 way out front, okay? Because I know that's going to be combined with my dw when I do the substitution. So I'm just going to put that out front, get it out of the way. And then I'm going to have 1 minus w squared, okay? Don't drop that. And then I'm going to have dw, right? All right. So I want a polynomial. So let's expand this square. Copy down the -1/4, and then when I square this, I'm going to get 1 minus 2w squared plus w to the fourth dw. Okay, now it's a polynomial, and that's easy to work with. So I'm going to bring down the 1/4 again, and then I integrate 1. I'm going to get w, and then I have, oops, let's see. All right, we're going to integrate the w squared. So we're going to have 2, integral of w squared is 1/3 w cubed. And then the integral of w to the fourth is 1/5 w to the fifth. And then plus c. So now we just got to replace our w with our cosine 4x. And then we'll have our final answer. So I'm going to write that over here, or maybe I should write it down below. Probably a little more room, but down below, well, okay. Let's see. Sometimes that's the trick, is just having enough room to write. Because if you start getting cramped for space, then that's when you start making mistakes. So, like I said before, do this on paper. Line paper would give you plenty of room. Okay, so I'm going to replace that w with a cosine of 4x, right? And so then I'm going to get minus 2/3 cosine, ooh, getting crazy here. All right, cosine of cosine cubed, right, because it's w cubed, of 4x, and then plus 1/5 cosine to the fifth of 4x. And then, okay, put parentheses and then don't forget your plus c. I'm running out of room here. But that's my final answer right here, including the plus c down here. So there we go. So, all right, and again, the next one is just more practice. with these trig integrals. So go give it a try, and then I'll go through it in the next video.